In this video, we'll take a look at routes on your Garmin Tread. A route here in this context is your current location to a destination point or multiple points along the way. So here we're going to tap on our map view here on our device. You can see we don't have an active route set up here. So in order to do that, we can tap anywhere on the screen, or we can simply search for one of the multiple waypoints that we have available on the device. Here we're going to tap on recent, and I'm just going to select something from my recents, and I'm going to tap on go. This will calculate the route based on my preferences.
Please drive to highlighted route.
And you can see here we have a bunch of information. We got our zoom, we have our map layers that we can turn on and off, we have our trip computer right here, we can have our options while we're navigating, a bunch of options here. But let's say in this case here we want to take a look at the overall view. We can tap anywhere on the screen, and then we can tap on our start to finish icon. You can see that the route what we're going to do. Now you can see here that it chose a specific route, and let's take a look at the settings in order to change that. Basically all we need to do is go to our settings, and then from here navigation. You can see here that it is set out of the box on faster time. We can change it to straight line or shorter distance. Here I'm going to tap it on straight line, go back. Let's view our map. And again, let's just take a look at our overall view. You can see now that the navigation is straight line or as the crow flies. Let's go back to the settings to see what other options we have here. We have some off-route recalculations that we can turn on, prompt, turn off, or have it automatic. We can have some avoidances, so we can avoid certain things. In this case, it's avoiding unpaved roads. And then we can set up custom avoidances. This is where you can specify an area or a road that you can create an area around so that you can navigate around it. Toll roads and a few other settings here. So let me switch this back to faster time. And now what we can do here is we can
Please drive to highlighted route.
also navigate to another waypoint along the way. So let's say that we want to do another stop. Again, we can either tap anywhere on the map or do a search from our recents. But in this case, let me tap on the map here, and let me actually switch the view to this view, and let me actually get to a specific spot. And I actually wanted to stop here, right here on this map. So I can actually tap on go, and I can add this to the route as start it as actual start of the new route, add it as a next stop, add it as a last stop, or add it to the active route. Or if I were to do the waypoint or the search, in this case I'm going to search again for another recent waypoint. I just happen to have one right here using the TripAdvisor. You can see here that it's going to give me a bunch of information. One, I can take a look at the information, phone number, coordinates. You can see here that it can give me alternate routes, some adventure routing. I can download the bird's eye for that area, or take a look at the weather at that destination. In this case here, I'm going to see what kind of alternate routes is going to give me. So we can add it as a next stop. And you can see here that it's going to give me two options. There's option 1, and then there's option 2. Much longer route. Let's go back, do cancel. Let's say I want to do the next one here, which is the adventure. So let's start it as the next stop. And this is the Garmin Adventurous routing. This is the expression taking the long way back, taking the scenic route. This is basically what it means. So basically it will still follow major roads. It won't do off-road routes, but basically if you want to take a longer route, all you have to do is move the slider up, and then it'll change it to something else, or you bring it down to give you a much shorter route. So here, simplest route, if you want to make it a little bit longer, we can do something really crazy. and really take the long way. This is following some off roads or some other secondary roads to this location here. That's another option. Or you can actually navigate to that. Again, add it to the next stop. This will add it to our original route.
Please drive to highlighted route.
And again, we can just go back, take a look at our start to finish view. You can see here that it has our flag as a stop, get some coffee, and then we're going back on the trail that way. The other thing that we can do also, let's go back to our start to finish view. Like I said, anywhere on the view we can set up a road, or we can set up tap on waypoints anywhere on the screen. Here, notice here I have shape route. So what I can do here is, let's say I want to go on the very specific roads. I want to force the routing on specific areas. So let's say I want to force it on here, which is an unpaved road, which won't give me that option. If I go over here, here we go. Now I have the shape route. So now I'll force the navigation to take me through that road. And we'll see what this does. So this is taking me through a very adventurous route here, depending on it, based on my preferences. Again, you can tweak the settings here. See, it can take you through a different way. This is really taking me through an adventurous way, different routes. So if I wanted to avoid this area completely, this is based on my preferences, what I should do, or the route. In this case, it's going to add 55 minutes or 57 kilometers to it. And last thing, if you want to stop the route, all you have to do, you can either get to the options or get back to the main screen and tap on the big X right here, and that will stop your route. And there you go. That is quickly how you manage routes and some of its preferences on the Garmin Tread.